Hi, I'm Sheila. Together with my husband Dan, we're the caretakers of Dorje Kyungzong Shambhala Retreat Center in southern Colorado. We have 7 cabins spread throughout 400 acres for people to come and do solitary meditation retreat. The purpose of solitary retreat is to deepen in our meditation practice. This peaceful and isolated environment supports this. On Earth Day, we wanted to share with you how we support solitary retreat by caring for this land. The history of human impact on this land begins with Native Americans. The land practices developed by the Native Americans were largely lost on the European settlers in the 1800s, with detrimental effects. First, as European settlers took over the land and started ranching, overgrazing from domestic animals reduced the slow-growing ground covers, such as lichens, native grasses, and shrubs. This allowed the trees to grow at a much higher density. Second, this ecosystem includes naturally occurring wildfire from lightning strikes. Ground fires controlled tree density by burning the smaller trees. Native Americans recognized the role of fire and encouraged it. European settlers did not and suppressed it. Now, 150 years of overgrazing and wildfire suppression have resulted in choked forests and excessive fuels. Let's take a look at this. What you see behind me is a small example of a forest that is now too dense to support animal and bird habitat. The trees aren't healthy and they're prone to tree mortality due to insects such as the bark beetle. In a healthy forest, the fire would burn slowly and stay on the ground. Instead, with these dense conditions, fire now burns rapidly and rages through the tree canopy. When this happens, fires burn through entire areas rather than leaving a mosaic where some areas could be undisturbed. Fire is also now much hotter, which destroys the seedbed and sterilizes the soil. This intense heat changes the chemistry of the soil, so the soil sheds water rather than absorbing it. This results in flooding and severe erosion. All these factors impede the restorative characteristics of wildfire. The best way to protect this land and support solitary retreat is to restore balance to the forest. Let's see what we're doing. We're replicating the beneficial effects of wildfire mechanically by thinning with chainsaws and a chipper. It's too dangerous to conduct a controlled burn. Over this last year, we removed 3,000 trees around 4 cabins and their roads, and the retreat and shower house behind me. Here in this area, we removed 4 out of 5 trees, restoring balance to the forest. In doing this mitigation work, future wildfires should be non-catastrophic, but instead burn in a beneficial mosaic with low burn severity. We plan to continue this work as we're able across the land. That's assuming we don't have a major wildfire in the meantime. Colorado had its 3 largest wildfires in history last summer alone. We welcome your comments in this process, and we welcome your help. And we welcome you to come here for a retreat.